Hiking to one of the best trout fishing spots I have ever been to in my life. The amount of fish I actually caught, but not necessarily landed, was unbelievable. I lost fish. Me and Libby hiked for a very long time. It was her idea to hike all that way, but it was definitely worth it in the end because some of the spots were absolutely amazing. We parked our car in just this grass field and we set off for the hike. That's my whole setup right there. I've got the backpack, I've got the drink bottle holder, I've got my fishing rod. I've got 2 fishing rods actually, and it's just a straight ascent to even start the hike. So dead set, it was an hour of just straight uphill, but it was worth the views. Libby loved the views. I love the views as well. The whole point of this hike as well is to get to some pristine trout fishing spots as well.
We're almost at the stream, but thank God we finally made it back to the car. Oh shit, Lib, did you drive? Whew, now we're on the descent. Oh, now we're going, Lib, because it's slippery. Careful.
Maybe almost 2 hours later and we finally make it to the stream, and I know these trout, we have to sneak up on them. And this is what happened on my first cast.
Come on. Oh, it came off.
I seriously couldn't believe my luck, and I go to cast again. This is the second cast and I'm on again, but I lose it again. I'm like, is something wrong with my hooks? I don't know what's going on. Leave a comment on what you think's going wrong. The next 10 casts are just snag after snag. But then straight after that, I cast into this perfect spot. I can see this hole, and I was honestly caught by surprise. I was like, shit, okay, now what do I do? Because I've hidden behind this log, and I have to actually get on top of the log and balance my way across. And I'm like, okay, where am I going to land this? I've left my net in the car, so I've got no net. So I'm like, okay, I'm just going to bring it on the ledge here. It's going to be nice and calm, forgetting that rainbow trout are basically psychos. They're nothing like brown trout. They have so much energy. So as soon as it got up there, it was just flapping around, and I went to grab it and bang, straight back in the water. So I lost that fish. I was okay with it, but I was a little upset. So it's time to go on to the next spot, and we go to this beautiful, beautiful area. It's actually unbelievable. It's basically a hidden paradise just in the bush area. And when I say paradise, I mean paradise for Libby as well, just to relax, and paradise for me when I want to trout fish, because this little river that you can see right there is full. And when I say full of trout fish, I mean I cast, and I think I've got like 5 going for my trout at once. So this is me making up some coffee, me and Libby just having a bit of lunch. She's made some protein balls, she's made some food, and I straight away cast. This is my first cast of this area, and I was onto it straight away. I thought you guys would appreciate the slow-mo. Actually, it took me a lot of effort to do that, surprisingly. But it was just a little small rainbow trout, and it went straight back in. It swam away perfectly. But by this stage, I was actually pretty disappointed. I hadn't landed anything that great, and I was like, let's go back to the car. Let's begin the hike back. But she's just like, have a couple more casts, try a little bit more. She's a legend like that. And this is what happens on my next cast.
I'm on. Big fish. It's going under the log. Yep. It's going under the log. Big fish. Big rainbow.
So at this stage, I know I don't have the net, and I just got to get it up there. So I end up getting it. I landed the fish, and I just wanted to just get a quick photo with it and just give it a nice release back into the water. But something that's always awesome is that Libby is always by my side. Just so have a look at my GoPro's on, and she's there filming away as well. So we've got multiple angles.
All right, it's all good moods because we're just doing the last of the uphill, and we caught fish. It's actually getting cold. You can see we've got the beanies on and our jackets on. It's starting to get really cold, so we'll head back and head back home.
Just before we get back, because it's a decent hike on the way back as well, we decided to have a little snack.
What are you eating?
Biltong. Spicy.
And just as we're heading back down, we see this herd of goats, and I'm talking, it was shitloads. It might have been 20, 30 goats. So that was pretty cool to see as well, amongst kangaroos as well. But we end up making it back to the car, and all we can think about is planning our next adventure.